Hey guys, one of my co-workers had his father-in-law pass away several years ago, and he's going through the garage and he found a bunch of locks and he remembered me. So it does pay to tell your friends about your hobby. So anyway, these are some really old rust ones. These are all keyed the same, and my guess would be that maybe these two with all the weathering on the outside, the pitting, were probably on the outside of the door, and these were probably on the inside, a little bit better shape. They're all keyed exactly the same, and he gave me a couple other locks, but before we get into those, let's see if we can pick one of these rust ones. I'll just grab this one. It's got the original rust one key. There's what your bitting looks like. So I might go ahead and, come on, focus. I might go ahead and try to rake this thing first. See if we can get into it. Okay, I will use a Bogota, top of the keyway. That fits. Just use a standard Bogota. See if we can rake it. Sometimes these rust ones are pretty close tolerances. They don't like to be raked. But that doesn't matter. We're going to SPP it. Give it one more try. Anybody can rake, right? Alright, enough of that. Let's get down to business. I'm going to use a standard hook. Try to use a standard hook. And let's see if we can't pick our way into this. All the way to the rear. A little bit of tension. Find the binder. Felt like 3. 1. Feels like 4. One again. Come on. 5? I know you want to be picked. There are ball bearings on the tip of these pins to prevent wear, and it's sometimes a little hard to get your pick on them. And there we go. Alright, Corbin rust one, or not a Corbin, just a straight up rust one. This thing's probably, I don't know, 50, 60 years old. It's in pretty good shape. Still pickable, keys still work. Next one he sent me, or gave to me, is this old Corbin. I have no idea how old, probably around the same time. And this, unfortunately, is a wafer lock. But it doesn't matter. We're going to pick it exactly the way we do. Oh, by the way, it is locked. There's no key for this one, unfortunately. But you know what I'm going to say next, right? We don't need no stinking key. See if this will fit. Yeah, that barely fits. I'm going to try to use the same pick, just a standard hook. And just treat it exactly the way we would a pin tumbler. Just find the binder. And sometimes these wafers will give you feedback, like counter rotation, and I can't explain that, why it does that. Not all of them. Oops, I think that was overset. I'm going to reset. I'm pretty sure I just overset that one. Alright, let's try it again. It's 5. 3. 1. I got a little bit of a false set. Pin 2. Okay, got him. I got a very deep false set at this point. And there we go. Oh, not quite open. Let me get a screwdriver before my tension wrench falls out of there. That's as far as it goes. Oh, it is open. I didn't even hear it, but it is open. All right, the last one's kind of interesting. It is a Samson. I don't know if this is a real US lock or not. Inside of the box that he gave me, there was a small piece of steel. Let me grab that real quick. And this little piece of steel made out of looks like a hacksaw blade, and God knows how old this thing is. And I couldn't figure out what it was. When I looked at the Samson, usually this style of pancake lock is a push key. And this is certainly not the right key for that. It's not a push key. This is a hand ground, looks like almost like a Bogota kind of thing. But it's way too big to be used in any lock that I know of. But when I stuck it up inside of this Samson lock, that little tip, I was able to manipulate the actuator and get it open. So I don't know if that was the design for this or not, but it works perfectly. So anyway, there you go, a Samson pancake lock, Corbin, and a Russ one. Anyway, fellas, thanks for your time. Stay safe, and as always, stay legal.